TikTok getting in now on the censorship game. The social media giant tied to Communist China, as I just said, says it now is going to team up with a government organization here in the United States. The goal, to fight harmful misinformation ahead of the November midterms. In a blog post, Ben, the company's head of the U.S. safety says the app will be labeling content related to the midterms. It also plans limiting political posts that cannot be substantiated and may ban some users. So they're going to be fact checkers over at that TikTok place. A new study shows TikTok gathers and gives away more user data than any other platform.
TikTok is gigantic, and it's a gigantic problem. It's something that is run out of communist China and prioritizes the things that they would like for American eyeballs to see, eyeballs around the world to see. And I think that what we've learned in the past year really is that TikTok cannot be trusted when it comes to the way that they warp and alter the way that especially young people in America, especially young women in America, are being affected by their product. I think that this is something that requires more government attention. I do think that TikTok represents a real danger to us here in America of allowing this kind of propaganda in. We never saw anything like this during the Cold War in the Soviet Union. They never had the ability to reach into your house and affect the way that your teenagers are thinking about the world to the degree that TikTok is. And now the fact is they're openly saying they're going to be on the misinformation, disinformation hunt. Look, Harris, I think we all know what happens when companies start to behave in this way. They tend to target only one side of the conversation, and they are completely happy to let all sorts of other misinformation, disinformation, and even threats continue to be hosted on their platforms.
Now, I know Fox News did not just completely out themselves. We know what happens when Fox News, okay, you're a fucking company, Fox News, only wants to stay on one side of the story. Okay, cool. Same thing you always fucking do. You know why you're mad? Because people like me are actually speaking out. And I am so dangerous because I'm spreading misinformation. Oh, why? Because I'm not asleep like the rest of you who want to just sit here and believe what the government tells us, because they say, oh my God, we need more government help on TikTok. Let me tell you something. TikTok may be owned by China, but the American version, the shit that we see, is ran by ByteDance, which is based out of Texas. I have two friends who just did an interview with Forbes magazine talking about the dangers of this app, the American version, for allowing underage inappropriate content and keeping the files, which is underage porn. And that has nothing to do with China. That has everything to do with America. They allow this behavior. So stop blaming China for this shit.